Hello, hello. We're gonna get started today with a really fun recipe. This is one of my favorites. I make a miniature pretzel nut chocolate goodie cups. Okay, so that sounds like a mouthful. It is, but it's kind of whatever you have on hand. A mix of chocolate, of course delicious, your favorite nut butter, pretzels, and then whichever nuts you wanna have as the base with those pretzels. So today, I had all these extra walnuts, so I'm gonna toast them up with a little bit of coconut oil. Right into the pan, you can add a little bit of sweetener as well, either coconut sugar, maple sugar, or honey. And then I'm gonna add some pretzels. We're gonna crunch them up, combine them, and then we're gonna form them into our cupcake molds already. So really quick, I just toasted up the walnuts with the coconut oil and honey, and I added just some pretzels, and we're gonna crunch these up until they make a nice crumble to create our crust. Here is our beautiful crust consistency. It's still a little gooey, still a few thicker chunks, and we're gonna press them into our cupcake tins. So we have our mixture of toasted walnuts with pretzels, coconut oil, and then I added a little bit of coconut sugar with my honey, not too much, but I love the grainy taste and texture of coconut sugar. To put them into our trays, I like to make sure that my hands have gloves on them, just for safety and cleanliness, and I'm gonna press these down into our cupcake mold. So nice and secured, really make sure they're pounded in there. You can have a few bigger chunks of those pretzels or of the nuts. That's gonna be a great texture to our chocolate cups. If you have an extract you like to use, like vanilla or coffee or almond, you can add that in right here too. There's a ton of other options as well. You can add it into our chocolate mixture later. But for now, we're just gonna let that sweet, sweet honey and coconut sugar flavor really shine. All right, now that we've let our crust cool, they look beautiful, smells so good. I'm going to melt about a half a cup of our chocolate chips with my favorite Rusty's nut butter. All right, Rusty's nut butter is one of my favorites. Local to Israel, this is definitely my top pick, halva and almond butter. So we're gonna mix this with our Enjoy Life chocolate chips into the microwave, just nice and gooey. You can add a little bit of your coffee extract or vanilla extract as well. If you are melting your chocolate in the microwave, take it out every 20 seconds or so and give it a stir, making sure we don't burn it, making sure it melts nice and evenly. All right, here's our chocolate and Rusty's nuts mixture going right on top of our pretzel walnut toasted crust. Growing up, I always loved watching any food challenge, food TV. I even watched the old PBS when it was just showing people's hands and cooking, and it wasn't even in English. So here's my attempt at ooey gooey video love right here. So again, you can do this a little faster, but why? All those Food Network shows always just gooed the chocolate on, and all you wanted to do was jump through the screen and take the first bite of the dessert. Again, it doesn't matter how much you fill these up, just cover the crust nice and smooth because they're gonna go straight into the freezer to harden. I try to make these ahead of time, maybe a day or two, and they last great in the freezer. Otherwise, if you need them to rush it along, at least let them freeze an hour or two before you try to pop them out. If you want to layer the nut butter versus the chocolate, almost like a Reese cup, you can do that as well and not mix them together. So I'll see y'all tomorrow when those come out of the freezer. All done. 24 hours later, ready for Shabbat for tonight. Delicious Rusty's pretzel crusted chocolate cups.